Summer's finally here, and so is the fourth episode of Kutopia. Welcome. Hi, my name is Sonia. I'm coming to you from Helsinki, southern Finland, and this is the fourth episode of Kutopia, our very own knitting utopia. It's been nearly 2 months since the last episode. May turned out to be super busy for us. Oh, not the May, but the weekends. And I actually went back to work 4 weeks ago. So it's been exciting. We're all still trying to get used to this new routine for our family. Husband's gonna stay home with the baby till the start of August. So few changes around here. But yeah, let's get cracking. I have few things to show you. I feel like I can't even speak English anymore. It's been so long, but we'll do this anyways. Finished objects. The first and the biggest you can see behind me. I finished the Flam cardigan. Flam is a cropped cardigan. The pattern is by Justina Lorkowska. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but let's go with this. Yeah, it's knit out of Finship wool, 3-ply Finship wool that I bought 2-3 years ago. I used needles that the pattern suggested. I need the size large. Yeah, I think I need the size large because I was playing yarn chicken and I didn't think that I had enough yarn to do the extra large. And I think I was right. This is all the yarn that I have left. This took about 495 grams of yarn. I had a total of 5 skeins of it, so the skeins were a bit over 100 grams each. I didn't measure them or weigh them before I started, but this I'm happy with the end result. I have a little bit of leftovers, but I'm actually gathering some leftovers for the one bigger project. So this is gonna go to that pile, and I'm really happy with the end result. There was the pattern itself, it was so well written. I had no problem with whatsoever, and I usually do. And the only thing that took a while was the tubular bind off, the last tubular bind off. And that's all on me. I didn't have the brain power to do it, but I soldiered through it last weekend, perhaps. But yes, I'm not gonna try it on because even though today is a bit rainy, it's still way too hot for me to be wearing this. But yeah, I love this. It's not as cropped as the pattern suggests. I got a bit excited while knitting it, but it's fine. The length is quite nice on me, and the shape of this cardigan is not the most flattering on me because it has so much fabric around the bosom. bosom area and the under the armpits, but that's fine. I'm not I'm not that worried about the garments being the most flattering on my body. This is warm, and I'm gonna wear the crap out of this come fall and winter. Okay, I'm gonna show this to you. So yep, it has pockets, which is always a nice thing. It has this little shawl color front going on, and you start with one knit, one purl, one rib, and then the sleeves are worked with the same ribbing. And once you separate the sleeves, this is worked top down. Once you separate the sleeves, you continue with fisherman's rib. So it has a lot of weight and texture and fabric itself, but it's so nice. It looks so good. I love this color. And then you continue with this one by one shawl ribbing as you go along. And then I love that the designer has paid attention to such details that when you have worked the length of the body, not including the final ribbing, you stop and you do the pockets, and then you need the first round of ribbing with the stitches from the pockets, so you don't have to sew them afterwards. And that's just, I hate sewing with my knitting, so I would have done that anyways, even though the pattern wouldn't have said so. So this really, everything in this pattern was my cup of tea. And I love this very light gray, warm light gray that this has. And yep, I'm gonna love this so much. I have a vision of maybe a vintage band t-shirt and blue denim with this. But yep, super happy with this. Yeah, and I got it finished just in time for summer, so I can't wear this at all because it's so warm. But yeah, yay! And we'll get back to that later. But yeah, that's my first finished object. Then I did knit. I think I mentioned in the last episode that I was going to knit 3 pairs of Rose City rollers for Mother's Day presents, Mother's Day gifts for baby's grandmothers. So my mother, husband's mother, and my grandmother. And well, Mother's Day has passed. It's come and gone already, and I did finish all the socks, and I think I'm done with the Rose City rollers for a while because I was a bit late with knitting them, and I had to hurry. And when I finished them, I didn't even have time to take a picture of the finished socks because I had to mail them straight away. So all I have is leftovers. This is Regia 4-ply sock yarn that I have dyed myself with indigo, and the finished socks were super nice, especially this one, because it has more more variations between the light and the dark blue. But yeah, they looked nice, and I actually, this is just some old Rose City rollers, so I can show you what I'm talking about. So Rose City rollers, it's a free sock pattern from Ravelry, and it has this rolling top part. I can't remember what this is called right now. And then the French heel, as I always say. And then it's just a simple sock pattern, but the trick trick about this pattern is that it sits very nicely, at least to my feet, and I haven't heard any complaints from anyone else. And at first I was a bit I doubted the rolling part of this, and I have a pair that I knit with, I think, 2x2 ribbing, but I prefer, I should have trusted the pattern, because it looks nice. It looks nice when you're wearing the socks. And so this is the ultimate summer sock pattern for me. Really nice. Really nice to wear. So this is all I have to show from 3 pairs of socks that I did. But yeah, if you stick with me in the future, I will probably be knitting more of Rose City rollers. But yeah, the indigo, I enjoyed working with indigo dyeing, and I love the end result with the socks. But as I learned from the Woolly Mammoth Fiber Company's podcast, Emma's podcast, indigo will always leak when you first knit with it. It's just how it's chemistry, I think. Because the dye's bond with the yarn is different compared to other types of dyes you use. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. It's Sunday. I was up way too late last night. We were watching football because Finland men's football team, Finnish football team, is has qualified for the European Championships for the first time ever. Women, I think it's the 4th time, but yeah. Anyways, we watched the Finland-Denmark match last night. And once again, I'm rambling, but that's just how I do this. Yeah, so I did 3 pairs of socks, and then I actually I knit a whole baby sweater as a birthday present, but that was just spur of a moment. I think I knit it in like 5 days, and the birthday has already passed, so I don't have that either. But I used the Flux Light pattern. I need the, I think, second size, 1 to 2 year old, and I used leftovers from Drop Snort, which is a alpaca sock yarn from Garden Studio, and it's a striped sweater, quite nice. I'm not a big fan of Drop yarns anymore, but they're affordable and you can get them quite easily. So I have quite a lot of drops in my stash right here. So I'm just trying to use them since I already have them, but I don't think that I will be buying much of drops yarns in the future. But anyways, and then I finished, oh, I haven't quite finished this, but anyways, I finished my Auni socks. Couldn't be happier. I actually I did end up buying the 2mm needles like the pattern requires, because the 2.25mm needles, they were a bit too big for this twisted rib in fingering weight yarn. But yeah, the yarn that I used is Vuonue Wilhelmi, a Finnish yarn brand, and it's 85% Finship wool and 15% Tencel. So this is a non-plastic sock yarn, and I can't wait to see how this behaves, or is it strong enough to be used as a sock yarn. So yeah, I love this pattern. You have these bubbles on the top, and then you just work this one by one twisted rib, and the same old French heel that I've been making this year. And yep, here's the other one. I just finished this week, so I haven't had time to weave in the ends, but yes, I will be making more of these. You can count on that. I already picked up the yarn for the next pair. I'm gonna make these lovely yellow ones, but we'll get that when I'll start them. But yes, this, I need to buy the DK weight sock pattern as well, because Mom and my sister and all the friends watching, this is what you're gonna get for the next 2 years at least. Yes, super happy with this. But yeah, that's all that I have to show you with the finished objects, because yeah, on to the works in progress. So Flam's back up. Let's get on with works in progress. I have 2 whips to show you this week, and the first one is a Sara West. The pattern is by Sari Nordlund, and it's a free pattern from Novita Knits. And here it is. It's just it's in very odd place right now, but yeah, I'm knitting this out of a Lithuanian linen cotton blend called Linolo. that I bought a few years back from Talent. And this quite bright yellow is not my color at all. It doesn't really suit me, but it's just so vibrant and energetic that I just wanted to buy it. And yeah, so even though the yarn is quite similar in weight as the pattern suggests, I think the original is made out of Novita wool cotton, but since this doesn't have any wool in it, it behaves quite differently. And so while the original pattern uses 4mm needles, I got the surface or the look that I was going for with 2.75mm needles. So here we go. It has this lovely, very simple stitch pattern, just, you know, two round stitch pattern. And since it's a vest, it's worked flat. You start from the bottom and you start with this 1x1 rib, and then you continue the 1x1 rib in the front. And I have just finished, whoops, losing stitches here. I've just finished the left front strap, and I didn't bind off these stitches, but I'm just gonna do the, what you call it, 3 needle bind off with the back strap, because once again I hate sewing and I think that's the easiest way to get a neat finish on your shoulders when you work bottom up. So yep, I think the next one is gonna be the right front, and then just, this is gonna be a cropped length, and I'm not sure if this is for me or for someone else, because even though, like I said with Flam, I'm not the biggest fan of this flattering, wearing things that flatter you. I don't really care about that. I wear things that I like, that I enjoy wearing, that are comfortable, that and I like the color. But this yellow washes me out completely, as you can see. But maybe if I get a little, not tan, I don't do tan, I'm too pale for that. But if I get some color this summer, this might be a bit better. I don't know. We'll just, but anyways, I've been wanting to do this pattern since I think it came out last year. I will link everything down below. Once again, I never remember to tell you guys that. All that my Instagram account is Solinia. Please check it out. Follow me if you like. But yeah, the pattern came out last year, and I've been the yarn's been sitting in my stash for at least 2 years, 3 or 4 even. Yep. So I think this pattern, and this yarn is such a good pair that I want to knit it anyways, even if it's not for me. I know a few people, few friends. I have few friends that could wear this quite easily. We shall see. But I will show the finished garment for you before I mail it to anyone, if I end up doing that. But yes, the pattern is from Sari Nordlund, and pretty much everything Sari does is just my cup of tea, and this is no exception. I love how the decreases work in this front piece, and how you work the strap, and yep. And this has been good mindless knit, because yeah, I've been pretty done by the end of the day, since I'm just trying to catch up with work, and then the evenings are spent with the baby, of course. I'm so happy to be working from home, at least till the start of fall, because otherwise I would be missing the baby quite a lot. So now I can just go and check on the baby whenever I feel like it. Yeah, that had nothing to do with this whatsoever. You understand, don't you? Yes, very happy with this. And this is actually all that I have left from this yarn, and I think that this will use pretty much all of it. So couldn't be happier. Yep. This is the first work in progress that I have. Am I rushing today? I'm not sure. I'm really bummed that this took me such a long time to film another episode, because I feel like I have to relearn everything. Like talking. But yeah, hopefully I can film an episode in July, because I'm on summer leave on July. Yes, the next project, this is a pullover for my friend, and here it is. So I have a friend, a very good friend, and she's going to a wedding on August, and even though it's a summer wedding, you might need something to keep you warm. And we were talking, and she was saying that she wants to have some nice long dress or skirt, for warmth, and maybe she could find a really cute pullover or sweater to go with it. And I was like, or maybe I could knit you one. I don't usually offer my services just like that, but I got the feeling that I really want to knit for her, if she wants me to knit for her. And so we took a look of all my knitting magazines and books, because she's not a knitter herself. I felt like the internet, or even just the Ravelry, would be quite overwhelming for her, because we really we didn't have a clear idea beforehand. So just the numerous magazines and books that I have, and we ended up picking this Kamos pullover, and this is once again from Novita. This is actually, I don't think I've knitted any patterns from Novita for several years. And this year, I think that's all I'm doing. But it's because of Sari Nordlund working there, because I enjoy her patterns. But yeah, this picture is quite dark and I don't think that you can actually see what's going on here, but it's just basic straight pullover. You start from bottom and you work up, 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 up. And then sleeves are done separately, and then it has this boat neck. Yeah, and the original pullover is done with Novita Suomivilla, which is a TK weight Finship wool. And this time I did not go with Finship wool. What? But since this is gonna be a sort of festive wedding pullover, we wanted to pick something a bit more luxurious. And even though this is gonna be, I'm gonna knit this for the wedding for her, this is gonna be a everyday pullover that hopefully she'll wear throughout the year. And that was actually the idea, because there's no sense in knitting a whole pullover for just one party or event, or even just for all the weddings that you're going to. that's too little of wear for one garment. So the yarns that we picked are Filcolana Arvetta, and then this silk mohair Ito Sensai. And I love this color. The Arvetta is a colorway color number is 808, and the Sensai is colorway 0325 Aqua. I will put these down below as well, if I remember. But yeah, this is we went to visit Snurre, which is my favorite yarn shop in Helsinki. It was the last week of my parental leave, so I took the baby and we went to the Snurre together. We spent quite a while there looking through the yarns, and actually we started with Arvetta because it is affordable and I think it works well with silk mohair. So we took a few color options from there, and then we went to check out all the mohairs that they have, and they had quite a few. I'm sorry. Quite a few of mohairs, but this is what we ended up with, and this is just so her colors. We haven't known each other for that long, but you know, when she picked this up, I was like, yeah. Totally you. And it's nice to work with colors that you wouldn't normally if you were just knitting for yourself. Because even though I love working with this, I wouldn't wear this. Nope. But yeah, this is just you start, as I said, you start from bottom up. I'm knitting the size M, medium, and you do this folded hem on the bottom, and I think that this will look really nice once the garment is finished. Sort of, it's gonna give something extra to the pullover. But yes, I have till late July to finish this, so, but it's not gonna take that long once I get cracking with this. But yes, very happy with this one, and it's so soft. So soft. But that's all the works in progress I have to show you this time. But I have quite a few plans that I want to talk about, and a purchase. I am very good at buying gifts for myself, and it's gonna be my birthday in just over a week. And I actually this year I started buying gifts more for myself in February, and I've been just waiting to get it out in the open ever since then. And here it is. To a non-knitter, this might seem like a regular tote bag, good sized tote bag to hold your keys and phones and water bottles and everything else, and maybe even a knitting project. But us knitters, we know better. This is the perfect ultimate project bag, at least for me. So it is a full-sized tote bag that I got from Etsy, and it's gonna be my sweater project bag. And I'm so happy with this. It's so nice. It's from a maker called Bayanhippo, or brand called Bayanhippo, and it was quite affordable. It's handmade, and everything worked really nicely with the seller, and I'm just so happy with this purchase. It's made out of waxed canvas, and it came with these 4-letter shoulder straps and a longer 4-letter strap, and it also had a cotton, I think it's cotton, cotton strap with it, and it can hold so much yarn. I actually, we're gonna go visit my mother-in-law and my parents in next week, and we're gonna be traveling for just over 1 week, so I need a lot a lot of yarn with me, and I already packed this to go, and I have in here a sock project and a worsted weight sweater project. So my Celeste, I'm finally gonna start it when we go visit the relatives, because that's gonna be nearly 1.5 weeks with nearly constant babysitters. So I'm gonna knit and knit and knit and read and knit. That's all I'm gonna do. Maybe hug my baby once in a while, but that's it. So I have my Celeste yarn here. I still need to roll these into balls before we go, so I can start working on the yoke in the car, because it's gonna be a long drive. We're gonna go to Eastern Finland, and then the other thing I'm gonna be working on is just a scrap yarn socks from fingering waste scraps. I have quite a few, just some random scraps that I picked out, but I'm super happy with that bag. It's so nice. I I had to visit the office this Friday, even though we're still working from home. I had to visit the office, and I couldn't find my regular work bag anywhere, and I used this to carry my laptop and water bottle and everything else in between, and it worked really well, but it felt wrong because this is gonna be my project bag, especially now that it's summer and we're going on picnics and we're going to the beach, so I can hold my knitting project and my notes and my water bottle, even baby's diapers and anything non-essential in here. So I just wanted to show you guys this because I'm so happy with this. Can highly recommend. And it has so many pockets inside. I don't know if you can see, but it has 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 pockets on the sides. I have like 6 pairs of needles here already. And then there's also this clip and this separate pouch. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all of these pockets. 6 pockets inside. So really, it's almost like it was made to be a knitting project bag. And I read the comments in the Etsy shop, and I'm not the first and only one to use this as a project bag. But yeah, I can highly recommend this to anyone. And so next week when we leave for the trip, I'm gonna start working on the Celeste pullover that I've been talking about since January. So that's finally happening. And then if the weather gets too hot, usually I think midsummer in Finland is more likely to be really cold than warm, but you never know. So if the weather is too hot to be working with a worsted weight Bayanhippo wool, then I'm gonna be working with these socks instead. And I hope that's enough yarn for me. If it's so hot that I can't be working with Celeste, and then I'm done with the socks, what I'm gonna do then? Maybe I need 2 sock projects to go. I need to think this through. Because the last time we went to visit my parents and my mother-in-law, because they all live in Eastern Finland, I only took 1 knitting project with me, and I didn't enjoy working with it at all. So, well, that was only a 3-day trip, but I had nothing to knit. It was awful. So this time I'm prepared. And I also ordered myself a book. It's the Urban Knit book by Leeni Hoimela, but I haven't gotten it yet. But I tried to resist it because I have quite a few magazines and books and patterns in Ravelry library, but I just, since the Instagram started to fill with the projects from the book, I just I had to get it. I want to knit at least the Suli cardigan, Nupu Nupu, the designer behind the Auni socks. She knit Suli cardigan out of Pirkka yarn. It's this mustardy yellow, and I want exactly that. Maybe next year, who knows. But yeah, I think that's all I have to show you this time. Hopefully I'll be able to film another episode in July. Hopefully I have at least the beginning of Celeste pullover to show you, because I've been talking about it so much. I really want to knit it and wear it, not just talk about it. And yeah, I hope you have nice and warm and lovely summer. I hope you're all getting your COVID vaccinations. I got my first shot in April and I'm gonna get my second shot in July, so I feel like the normal life is just around the corner. Just hang on till that. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll see each other again. Bye.